Miracle Virgo. Today I have something really special for you. You kind of already know what it's about based on the title. Again, I say kind of because I have some extra goodies in here that a lot of people aren't talking about. So don't hit that X button yet. Stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And FYI, I do put timestamps to everything down below. And there's a lot of helpful information in there as well. So if you want to jump ahead to something, I totally get it. Or if you just want to follow along and see what I'm talking about, go check that out. So this is a sponsored post by Scentbird. They did send me 3 fragrances to share with you guys, but I do have a lot of other things here to share with you that are not the 3 fragrances, and I wanted to cover them because, again, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. So I know this may seem like a long video, but again, don't forget those timestamps. If you're not familiar with Scentbird, then here's just a little bit of information for you. I'll save you the reading. For $14.95 a month, you do get 8 mils of fragrance, and it comes in a vial like this. You get to pick the fragrance. They have a huge catalog. There's like 450 fragrances in there at the current moment. It has grown tremendously since I first started paying as a subscriber with them, and I gotta give the people that work there a lot of credit because they do an excellent job at curating the fragrances in their system. They give you the opportunity to really explore a lot of houses, and by houses I mean companies, if you're not in the fragrance community, that you may not be familiar with or generally exposed to in stores like Sephora. So I think it's a really great opportunity for you to find something that your friends, your family may not be aware of, and to really find some cool fragrances out there and just expand your nose. It's a lot of fun. Now, you can actually read some of the feedback that other people give, and I think that's really helpful as well. If you're not really sure of the best time of year or the types of occasions that a fragrance might be best for, have no fear. I know it can feel a little overwhelming. There's a lot of people who give their feedback on a monthly basis based on what they receive, and it helps them make suggestions for you. Also, if you complete your profile, then the website can also make some suggestions based on the types of fragrances that you like. So it takes something that can be very overwhelming and simplifies it and kind of like eases you into this amazing world of fragrance. So just know that. The vial that you receive, again, has 8 mils of fragrance in it, and it should last you a full month. These actually last me more than a month just because I have so many fragrances to rotate. I find it to be a really wonderful way to expand my collection because it gives me a lot of variety options, and I love these for when I'm traveling because they are TSA safe. You can put them in your bag and they're not gonna like take your perfume and throw it away. It's also really convenient, you know, just slip in your purse or slip in your pocket if you're going out and you just want to touch up throughout the day. So I think that these travel atomizers are just incredible, and they also come in a lot of fun colors, not just the reds or the silver. I do have a white, like a pearl white one. I've seen blue, green, orange, etc. They've expanded on colors as well, so that's really nice. And if you want more than one fragrance, you can actually add more into your queue for a certain month. You would pay a little bit more than $14.95, but again, the option is there, so you're not just limited to receiving one. There are also other types of subscription options where you can skip a month or you can receive 3 in a month. So just know that is open and out there for you as well. Just some final things about Scentbird before I go into the fragrances. I haven't had many issues with them. I actually had one, and that was a travel atomizer where the spray was not working. I contacted customer service and they sent me a new pump. And they sent it within a few days, so I was actually really surprised by that. I do like the fact that they send you your tracking numbers every single month, so you can always like find out where it is or where it is in process. They'll let you know if they're processing it or if it's actually been shipped. So I feel like the communication is very good. I feel like it's a very fair price for the product, and if you're into, you know, niche fragrances, then it's definitely something to look into because sometimes price per ml is better with them than with other places. So that's just something to know. Also, it really gives you a lot of product so that you can determine if this is a fragrance you want to invest in or not. And 8 mils, you know, it'll last you, if you have a lot of fragrances, a few months even, or even a year. And you know, if you use it up and you keep thinking about it, then it might be a fragrance that you want to think about purchasing. If it's something that you spray a few times and you're just like not too crazy about it, then you know it might not be worth investing in a full bottle. So I really like that it gives you an opportunity not only to try a new fragrance, but to wear it in many different settings at different times of the year, month, occasions, to see how it fits into your lifestyle versus just receiving one of those small little carded samples that you sometimes get in orders. So again, great value for the money, have nothing but good things to say to them. There's actually a code down below where you can get 30% off of your first month. So go check that out. I will be putting it on my website as well in the near future, and I will update the link to that as well. So I wanted to go into, before I talk about the 3 fragrances that they sent me, some of the other products. And it's really exciting to see that they've expanded their selection. And I've actually received a lot of these other products for a few months now, and I chose them. So they have lotions. That was like the first thing that I saw them really launching. And these are just 3. I actually have 5, and I keep these at my desk at work just because they're like convenient. I can switch up my scent throughout the day. I really like them. I actually received some compliments on a few of these, just FYI. And I find the formula to be really hydrating, which is surprising when it comes to scented lotions, because sometimes they could just be, you know, they can smell really nice but not be hydrating at all. So I was actually really impressed with the formula when I got the first one. The first one I ever received was this pineapple and white amber. I'm actually almost out of it, and I was so impressed by it that I ordered a few other ones my following months. I've picked them in my queue, and then they sent it to me as my monthly scent. And I actually found one of my favorite fragrances through their lotions, which I have purchased in other products as well a few times. It's Rose and Prosecco. It's one of my favorites. I totally adore this, and I've ordered it a few times. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is something that I've tried a few of. It's their melting lip balms. The one I have here is Pink Champagne, and they're very interesting. They're not, okay, so they're scented, but they don't taste like pink champagne. It actually doesn't really have a taste at all, but the formula is very good. I was impressed with it, and I really like it a lot. This is my favorite of the lip balms, so when this one runs out, I'll probably get another one. Another thing I want to talk to you about before we go into the fragrances they sent me are the candles. So these actually come, I noticed that they come in the same scents that their lotions come in, and that was really exciting for me. I got the Rose and Prosecco. Again, I told you, I love that fragrance. It's just magical. It's so like fizzy and just beautiful. And I also have Vanilla Bean and Heliotrope, one of my favorite combinations ever. These candles, they burn very evenly. They throw a lot of fragrance, and I totally adore them. I think it's worth it when I get them. They last me a full month. These are 2 that I have not used yet because I am burning other candles at the moment, but they are my backup candles. So again, if you ever get a chance, I would highly recommend you try one of them out. I also see they expanded. I see a lot of makeup on their website now, not only designer stuff like Kat Von D, but they have a line called Deck of Scarlet. I have not tried it out yet. I'm very curious. I might add it to my queue for next month. It has like a few eyeshadows, blush, some lip color in there as well. They look very portable, so I'm definitely going to check those out. Now let's get into the fragrances that they sent me. I received 3 scents, like I said before, and they sent me some really cool colored atomizers. I didn't have this like lime green, this blue, or this like burnt, it's more like a copper colored one. They're beautiful. One of these is a fragrance that I have actually tried before from Sephora, and I just wanted more time with it. I wanted to wear it a little bit more, see how it fit into my daily life, my collection, before I jumped and bought a full bottle. That's what I like to do. If I finish one of these atomizers and I find myself thinking about it still, that's how I know I need to get a full bottle. The fragrance that I tried that I just had to get again was Black Tulip by Nest. It's absolutely stunning. I also opted to try ETAT LIBRE like this, which has been around for a little bit, and Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room. I've never tried anything from there before until getting it from them. Let's start with one of the fragrances that I picked just to try because I had not tried it before. It's ETAT LIBRE like this. I was very curious about it, and I remember saying to myself that this seems like an appropriate fragrance for the fall, especially since when I started talking to them it was in October, and we had Halloween right around the corner, and now we have Thanksgiving around the corner as well. I did spray some on earlier just to remind myself. It has this amazing, spicy, floral combination going on. It's very green, it's fresh, it is very warm, cozy. It makes me think of a home in the cooler months, like when people put those cinnamon brooms in their house and you walk in and you smell it. This isn't like a cinnamon scent, it's more earthy than like a cinnamon scent. It's like, I believe it was ginger. I believe there's ginger, and I remember that there was pumpkin in this, and that's what made me say, oh, this would be perfect for October, November months. And it is. It's great for those cooler months. I can even see myself wearing this in the warmer months as well, just because it is very fresh, very unisex scent. It's linear on me, which I have no issue with, so it doesn't transform at all throughout the day. I do get about 4 to 5 hours worth of wear on this one, which is good for me and this house, my experiences with this house. I am a big fan. I don't know if at the moment I will be purchasing a full bottle, but I definitely am enjoying what they sent me and will continue to enjoy it throughout the months. Let's go into Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room. I gotta be honest, the name actually sold me on this one before I looked at the notes. I ended up looking at the notes after I saw the name, but it was just so attention grabbing to me, and that's what made me say, oh, what is this about? And you know, it's those little things. I did spray some on, and I remember when I read the notes, I actually got pretty excited about this one because there were a few fragrances from this house that I saw, but this one seemed the most appealing because of the apple in it. Okay, so it's got like a woody quality to it. The apple stands out, and it has a citrus vibe, like oranges to it. This really makes me think of like spring, summer, fall, not so much winter. I live in Florida, so I'll get a lot of use out of this even throughout the winter. I find that it is unisex, but I find it to lean a little feminine. And I do get some really great wear time out of this. This doesn't project off of me that much, but that's not a problem. It makes really great office scent. For wear time on this, I get about 4 hours, so I definitely have to carry this one around. It does fade fairly quickly on me, but that's not a problem. I don't mind touching up. Again, that's one of the great things about these travel atomizers, is you can always just touch up as you go. If you are curious about this one and you want to check it out, don't let my wear time be a factor in your decision. Everybody's different. My skin tends to be very spongy, so fragrances don't generally last a long time on me. Just putting that out there. The next fragrance I want to share with you is Black Tulip by Nest. It is a fragrance, again, that I've tried before, and I have a very strong feeling that I will be picking up a full bottle of this one soon, even though I still have this travel atomizer, because I love it. There's something about it. It's so sexy, so appropriate for the cooler months, and I even wear it in the warmer ones for like date night. Very beautiful scent, very modern, I feel, because it's something that I know a lot of women are gravitating toward now, especially with fragrances like Black Opium. This is on the sweeter side, so if you like those sweet, dark, sexy fragrances, then this is totally for you. It's got, oh my gosh, It's got plum, I know it's got pink pepper, it's kind of spicy, it's very sweet, and it's got a violet in it as well. It's a gorgeous scent. It's very linear on me, but I get amazing wear time out of this. This is one of those ones that I put on in the morning and it's there at the end of the night. I absolutely adore this. It is one of my top plum fragrances in my collection. And I'm so happy that I have an 8mm travel atomizer of this right now because it is something that I'll definitely be taking with me when I go out of town. Just another little note about these, they're totally refillable, so you can unscrew the caps and put more scent in as well if you run out and you do end up buying a full bottle. So just know that, and you can always just put it back in your little travel case and go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, you know where to put them. Again, link in the down bar below where you can get a code for 30% off. I'm also going to put links to the fragrances that they sent me so you can go check those out as well. And I will be doing a write-up on my website with photos so you can see the products up close because it's kind of hard to show on a video. So don't forget to check that in the near future as well too. Bye guys.